Hi, this is the video tour of King Neferirkara's pyramid at Abusir. Now, Neferirkara was the son of Shah. He was the third king of this fifth dynasty. He ruled Egypt for 10 years, from 2477 BCE, which is 4497 years ago. Now, there's been quite a lot of controversy about how his pyramid was built. It was 52 meters tall when it was completed. Some scholars believe that it started off as a step pyramid, and then later on rubble was filled into the steps and was converted into a true pyramid. It could be that Neferirkara wanted a step pyramid to begin with, and maybe he was harking back to the days of Djoser, the all-powerful king of the third dynasty. Or maybe it was easier to build a step pyramid first and then convert it into a true pyramid. So we're not going to know for sure. The mortuary temple was unfinished at the time of his death, which is quite surprising considering he ruled Egypt for 10 years. Remember, his father, Shah ruled Egypt between 6 and 8 years. So that's quite a mystery. But we might have a few ideas about that. This pyramid and mortuary temple site is known for the caches of pyramid paper, papyrus paper that have been found at the site. The first cache was discovered in 1893, the second cache 1903, and the third cache in the 1970s, and it has yielded lots of information about that time of the fifth dynasty. Now, if we look at the map of Abusir, where it's got the E on the map, that's Shah pyramid complex. Where you see the letter B, that's Neferirkara's pyramid. Now, let's have a look at a map of Abu Gharaib, where the sun temples are. Where you see the letter G, that is Yusukaf's sun temple, and the one that's got the F is a later king, which we'll look at later on. But somewhere in that desert area, is the sun temple of Neferirkara, and it's underneath debris, lots of desert sand and rocks and bits and pieces, and maybe the speculation that it was built in mud brick and lined with Tura limestone, and when the Tura limestone was removed, it disintegrated with the sandstorms, etc. But remember what a sun temple is for. It's got a podium. On top of that stands an obelisk. Then it's got the altar and the slaughterhouses where they slaughter the animals. It has a causeway with boats, and the boats are solid structures for the king's spirit to use to make the journey to the great afterlife and back every night time. It's believed from the papyrus of Abusir that they slaughtered the animals in the sun temples, they sailed them down the canal to the pyramid complex, and then presented the offerings to the dead king's spirit. And the idea was that because the sun temples were open and the rays of the sun reached every corner of those complexes, by killing the animals there, they absorbed this power of the sun god Ra, which is the main deity now. So Osiris started off as being Horus started off being the main deity, and that's why every king was called the living Horus. Then Osiris took prominence next because they were worried that they wanted to get to the afterlife. And now from now on, the sun god Ra is the most important deity in Egypt. So who's building these complexes? I think that it's the priests of Heliopolis. They are the cult of the sun god Ra. And I think they're the ones building these pyramids and sun temples. And I think there is a bit of corruption going on, because I cannot believe that Shah Ra had such an amazing mortuary temple, chapel, and outside courtyard with only a 6 to 8 year reign. But his son, who ruled for 10 years, has gotten virtually an unfinished mortuary temple. Um, it could be that he came to the throne late in years, and maybe he was quite sickly, and during his reign he left all of the planning and everything to the priests of the sun god Ra. And we all know that if no one is keeping an eye on you, you can get up to mischief and divert resources away from the royal burial to your own burial. So these chancellors and overseers and viziers were also building tombs for themselves, and they wanted some really good mansions of eternity. So maybe there was a bit of corruption going on. That's the only way I can explain how a 10-year king could have such a ruined monument as such. Okay, so that's the end of the tour. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please go to GoFundMe and make a small donation of £3. And hopefully if I hit that target, then I can go to Egypt and make this video tour a reality at the Pyramid of Neferirkara. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.